We back. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about Belle Collective, Season 7, Episode 1, and the name of the episode is called Poetic Injustice. Baby, but I tell you, why is the episode called Poetic Injustice? I don't understand why the name of the episode was called Poetic Injustice when the movie that the party was themed after was Love Jones. You get what I'm saying? That's how we know we over here at OWN and we dealing with some nigga shit over here with a Carlos King production. Okay, so we are over here with another Carlos King production. Okay, this is my second season reviewing Belle Collective. I feel like that we're probably going to be through reviewing the season by April 1st because the last season was only 6 episodes. 6 episodes with a 1 episode reunion.
Oh my God.
So let's go ahead and get into it. We see the Bells in the confessionals. We got Latrice in the confessionals sitting up here talking about the bad bitches here.
And bitch, who? Who?
I do not like Latrice. Sorry, I do not like her. She gives me fake. She puts on like this fake air. She's giving me fake bad bitch. Right? Like a poor man's Portia Williams. And she tried to act, she acts like that she's unbothered, but everything that we see about her show, she's bothered. Everything we see about her show that she's bothered, and I feel like that she's the one in the wrong. So the episode starts off with Laticia. She's shooting a pilot for her new talk show. She said that she always wanted to do her own thing, but Glen never supported it. She said that she wants to elevate and build her own financial stability, and Glen has an issue with her stepping out on her own, okay? Now, she's interviewing Latisha Scott on her first episode in her pilot. She's interviewing Latisha Scott. I think that Laticia is so beautiful, but I do not like that two-tone hair in her head.
I don't like that.
I do not. And Laticia actually has hair. I always wonder why girls... I mean, I get it. Just because you got hair don't mean that you want to experience and put other things in your hair. And, you know, experiment with your hair. But I just think that Laticia is so beautiful. I do not like the two-tone hair in her hair. I wonder why when people do talk shows, they focus so much on interviewing people, right? It should be you and that mic. Make it about you because at a certain point, you're going to have been interviewed everybody that you could think of interviewing. You have to be comfortable with yourself and you need to get the audience involved with you, or you have to get the audience in love with you and your personality. So you don't have to need anybody there. You don't need to don't be so focused on interviewing people. You want to get the audience hooked on you. And that's the thing. Like that was the thing with Wendy Williams. We loved Wendy and her opinions. I used to love a whole episode with Hot Topics, right? I love her interviewing people too, but we could just listen to Wendy just talk about Hot Topics the whole show. Laticia has her friend Chanté introduced to the show. Okay, she's her friend. I think that Chanté's main purpose here is to go at the girl who was messing with Glen. What's her name? What was the girl? Amanda. I think that Chanté's main purpose on this show and the main reason she's about to be under Laticia this season, because if Amanda come by, I think Chanté's job is to beat her motherfucking ass. Yup. Because Laticia can't do it. Okay? Then we got Dr. Marie Monroe. Y'all know I love Marie. She's my favorite. Now, we got Dr. Marie Monroe. She's talking to her daughter, and she's telling her daughter that Cedric was cheating on her with his ex-girlfriend, and now he's back with her. Okay? Dr. Monroe said that she found emails and text messages. Are people really cheating through emails? Are people really cheating through emails and communicating through emails? I don't usually send an email unless it's really business related. There has never been a spouse that I've had that really emailed me unless we had problems communicating or they was like out of town or something like that. Or even with my friends, unless they was out of town, their phone and stuff was off or something like that. That was the only way the person would hit me up through email. Marie says that she can't believe that she's back in this position again. And Vogue said, you can love him once, but not twice. Who plays games with no rules? A fool.
Message.
A fool. If a nigga cheats on you and you forgive him, 9 times out of 10, he gonna cheat again. He's going to cheat again. So, and I say that to say after somebody cheats on you, you can forgive them. You can co-parent amicably, but you should never be in a relationship with that person again because they violated you, beloved. They violated you. And while she's telling this to her daughter, that should have been the conversation to her daughter. and the lesson that she was giving her daughter. Once somebody because you just wasted time. You just wasted time. And then to hear that Cedric is back with the girl, she said that he never left the girl. And then after did you break up with him, he's back with the girl. Girl, please. Then we got Miss Kerri, baby. Miss Kerri is having a birthday party for her 44th birthday. And the theme of the party is Love Jones. She said that her and Matt ended up opening up a Brick and Spoon in Jackson, and the business is not thriving right now like she needs it to be. She said that she feels like there's a lot of pressure on her because she needs this business to thrive because they have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay? Ever since Cynthia Bailey said the restaurant business is a hard business to get into, I actually believe that. Because people are so fickle in what they want to eat. I think that a lot of times you got people that want to, they want to be a boss. And so they try to come out with a clothing line. They try to come out with a restaurant. But it doesn't always thrive. They don't always thrive. And so I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it thrives for them. Then we got Glen and Laticia. Glen and Laticia meets with a counselor, and Glen says that he doesn't feel like he's a priority in Laticia's life. Laticia says that she wants to establish herself and focus on her and new opportunities, but I don't believe that for Laticia.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
I feel like that Laticia is doing this because she knows Glen has a problem with it. That's how I feel. And I'm not saying that she can't boss up and focus on herself and new opportunities. I just feel like the way that she's going about it, she's doing it because she knows that Glen has a problem with it. Glen says that he's a traditional man with a traditional mindset, and he wants his wife at home and present. My thing with Glen and men like this who say that I'm a traditional man,
Nigga, please.
with a traditional man mindset, do you make traditional man type of money? Can Laticia just really sit home and not do nothing all day? Can she sit down and do nothing all day and buy nothing all day? Can she just go on Amazon and just shop all day? Then she needs to be out in the workforce. This woman said that she couldn't even afford a hamburger. She needs to be out in the workforce. I feel like that if Laticia is, from what I'm seeing on the show, I just feel like that Glen don't make enough money for Laticia to be living a soft life. They don't even have any fucking pictures on their wall. They don't even have any pictures on their wall. So I just don't think that he's bringing in the type of money that requires her to sit at home. We're not talking about LeBron James or Savannah can just sit at home and not do nothing all day. Or Patrick Mahomes, where Brittany Mahomes can sit down all day. You're not making that type of money in. Glen don't give me that he's bringing in six figures. He's definitely, he just doesn't give me that he's bringing in six figures while Laticia can just sit home and relax and live a soft life. He doesn't give me that. He gives me that he wants her to sit at home because he wants her to be dependent on him so he can have her where he needs her. He can pull the purse strings with her. Okay? And he went on to say that he feels like she's setting herself up so she can leave. Why do you have an issue with that? I feel like Glen should want what's best for Laticia, whether that's with or without him. If you really love her, you should want what's best for her. And even if she's setting herself up to leave, why do you have a problem with that? You should want her to leave you and thrive. You should want your wife to thrive, whether she's with you or not. I don't understand why he has a problem with that. Laticia is in a confessional crying saying that she thought that they would be good by now. We should be good by now. We should be good. Shout out to Summer Walker. Okay. All this crying that Laticia is doing, it's giving me that Glen was definitely fucking Amanda, and they just didn't want it to come out on the show. There's no way. He was definitely fucking Amanda. Then we get Latrice. I really do not like this girl, but I do like Cliff. I like Cliff because he's an old man that still get them off. Those are the type of men that I grew up with that always got something smart to say. They always got some back talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it keep you up on your feet. They're having a staff meeting at Taste, and there's new management at Taste. Now, I'm confused at what's going on at Taste, though. I'm confused what they're selling, okay? Because Latrice said that the new manager is not paying attention to details. She said that she requires all the girls to wear a red lipstick, and she's not seeing it. And then she has uniforms for the girls, but when she walk in, she's seeing booty cheeks. Then they showed some of the girls in uniform, and they had on corsets. And everything was hanging out. They had their love handles and stuff hanging out. And so I'm confused at what they selling at Taste. Food or pussy? Then the name of the restaurant is Taste. That gives me a whole new meaning. I feel like Latrice is like a fake boss. Before we start requiring a girl to wear a red lip and corsets, let's make sure the restaurant is thriving first. Until then, have the girls dressed in all black. Nobody cares what the girls are wearing if the food isn't up to par. The uniform should be secondary. Make sure they have on all black with black non-slip shoes on. They do not need to be walking around there with stilettos. Until the restaurant is thriving, then you can do a uniform requiring a red lip. A red lip?
Oh, my lady.
Latrice also shares that she had blood clots from her knee all the way to her lungs, and she had to go into emergency surgery, and she was in a hospital for 4 days. And she's still walking around here wearing heels. Girl, if you don't take them heels off. To me, a blood clot is scary because you don't know how the blood clot forms. And most of the time, you don't realize that you have a blood clot until it's too late, until you already start feeling sick. So those things are very, very scary. I hope she takes better care of herself. She needs to get out them heels. Then we're at Miss Kerri's 44th birthday party. I don't know about y'all. I feel like if there's a party that is movie themed, if Miss Kerri is throwing a party that is movie themed and the name of the movie is Love Jones, I feel like you should just know not to dress as Nia Long, right? That's for the host. I feel like that's common sense. I feel like that's common sense and etiquette. If Carrie is throwing a party and the theme is Love Jones, then we already know that Carrie and Matt are going to be dressed as Darius and Nina, right? So Carrie is dressed as Nia Long. Specifically, she's dressed from Nia Long at the end of the movie. Chanté and Extra. Remember, Chanté is Letitia's homegirl that's there to beat up Amanda when she come on the scene. She's also dressed as Nia Long, and she low-key outdressed Carrie.
Yes, baby.
She low-key outdressed Carrie. I don't want to hear y'all in the comment section because Chanté is the bigger girl. Chanté gave Nia Long, baby.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
When I saw Chanté, I saw Nina from Love Jones. When I saw Carrie, I had to think, what does she got on? Okay? But other than that, I don't really see 90s from anyone. Latrice was giving brothel vibes. She had on like a slip. She was giving 70s whore. But nobody else was giving me 90s. I guess we could say that Glen was dressed up as Bill Bellamy because he had on like a leather jacket. But other than that, I didn't see any. I mean, we have to understand this is this is Jackson's, Mississippi's take on Love Jones. At Carrie's birthday party, this is the first time Latrice and Laticia have seen each other since the reunion. Latrice made a comment about not being surprised that Marie and Laticia don't have a man on their arm. Meanwhile, Cliff Ola's around here looking like he got worms. I don't see an issue with a woman not having a man on their arms, especially when a nigga is fucking up. Right? That's not no shame for me. This nigga gotta go. So you're not gonna make me feel guilty about not having a man on my arm. Meanwhile, this old ass man that you got over here can't even give you no baby.
You childless whore.
Let's go. Let's go there. Okay. Does Cliff even have children? I don't know. Okay. Then in the confessional, Latrice is giving Cliff rules about how to interact with Glen. And she does this all the time. It comes off as childish, as immature, because Cliff never follows her rules.
You look stupid. No, you look stupid.
You look stupid.
It's like she thinks she's a boss, but the joke is really on you. He never pays attention to what you have going on. Glen comes to the party and him and Cliff starts talking, and Cliff tells Glen that he ended up catching heat from Glen's problems, which further lets me know that, like, what I got from it was that you was fucking with this girl and now I done got caught up in your bullshit. Latrice stops the conversation and she gets ready to leave. Carrie asks them to stay and she ends up staying. Girl, again, it's giving immature. And you trying to cause a scene. If you're gonna go, then go.
Go. I prefer that.
Leave. When you got up and told Cliff, let's go, your mind should have been made up that you was leaving. But you just wanted to cause a scene.
Whack bitch.
So now some of the guests are reading poems that they wrote, I guess in honor of Love Jones. And so I guess the assignment or Carrie to ask some of the guests to write poems. Mike reads a poem about Selena, and then Glen reads a poem. Now, when he took the stage, Laticia was sitting up there smiling. And I'm thinking to myself, this bitch is weak as wet tissue.
Stand up! Stand up!
In the poem, he was saying how he loves her. Girl, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Did you love me when you was around here fucking on that dyke, bitch? Did you love me then? Love should have brought your ass home last night, but you wasn't there. And at the end of the poem, Glen said, say you love me. And she was just looking at him. And everybody was telling her to say it.
Shut up! Shut up!
And I don't understand why people do that. Especially Marie. After what she claimed Cliff did to her, I wouldn't give a damn if Glen was embarrassed. I wouldn't give a damn if Glen was embarrassed.
I don't give a fuck.
Laticia should be embarrassed just being seen with this nigga. I would be embarrassed just being seen with the nigga. After he done cheated on me, not only did he cheat on me, he cheated with somebody who is damn near in our friend group, somebody that I know. You was hugging and feeling all at the girl over there at the restaurant at Taste. Every time I come in the room, people whispering about me and stuff like that. Like, no, I don't give a damn about this nigga being embarrassed. And that pretty much was the episode. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's more to what Laticia and Glen is letting on? If he didn't sleep with Amanda, why is Laticia so sad and why is she so mad? She's not giving me that she's trying to level up. She's giving me that Glen is in the doghouse. And that's what I'm seeing. Is that what y'all seeing? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.